What's up guys, Houndish here, and today we're jumping in with another Destiny 2 video, and in this one we're actually going to deviate ever so slightly from the Final Shape content, although this is a very major update for the Final Shape itself, and we're going to talk about XUR. So Bungie had promised many months ago that XUR would be seeing a sort of rework for this expansion, and ahead of XUR's return this weekend, we actually get details about precisely how XUR has been updated, and it's safe to say actually it's a fairly significant update. So XUR will now have the capability to sell exotic catalysts, but also is going to have engrams for various different playlists, so Vanguard, Crucible and Gambit things, as well as Gunsmith, even the ability to sell things like Nightfall Ciphers, plus some of the inventory has been updated, so we'll have some additional pieces of armor, plus there are new currencies related to XUR, strange coins, and additional items that can adjust the drop rate of strange coins, as well as XUR having rank rewards and a dedicated pool of engrams. So it is a fairly significant update. We're going to break down everything to expect in the video, including how you can get the strange coin currency in preparation for XUR's return. So as always, I hope you enjoy the video today, and if you do, be sure to get subscribed as we've got plenty more Final Shape stuff to cover. But without further delay, let's get into it. And so the very first thing worth mentioning right here, but with legendary shards having been removed from the game, XUR will now rely on strange coins as the primary currency in order for us to pick up items. So these have been brought back, and in terms of how we can acquire them, they actually drop from ritual playlists. So Vanguard Ops, Crucible, Gambit, and all of the variants of activities associated with those playlists, so whether it's Nightfalls, Destination Strikes, or any of the Crucible modes, we do have the random chance to get strange coins dropped upon completion. So if you want to be ready, that's where we can get the currency. Plus XUR will actually have a new item called the Favor of the Nine, and this is a legendary buff, so we'll be able to purchase this item from XUR himself, and when you earn a strange coin, there's a chance of receiving a bonus strange coin, and this will stack multiple times. So this is going to be an item that we can purchase and actually use to try and get more of the returning currency. Another interesting component when we look at the description for strange coins though, is that this unusual coin is warm to the touch and vibrates gently in your hand, but it also says that it can be exchanged for items from XUR at the tower. I would assume that that description has been updated since strange coins were actually added to the game, as previously they were associated with the Bungie 30th anniversary pack, but the interesting part, of course, is that in Destiny 2, XUR has always had the ability to spawn on various different planets, but the current description sort of suggests that XUR will always be at the tower, so it could be the case that Bungie are going the slightly nostalgic route and that XUR has been placed back in the tower as opposed to on various destinations, but can actually spawn in a whole host of different areas in the tower zone. So we're just going to have to wait and see, but it's another component to be aware of. And then looking at XUR's inventory via LightGG, we can now see that XUR actually has rank rewards. So the assumption is that we'll level up with XUR by making purchases. And like many other vendors, XUR will have upgrade currencies, exotic engrams, exotic currencies, and even ciphers. So as we level up, there'll be a few additional drops. Plus you'll notice that XUR has a strange engram now, and this will contain a random weapon or armor piece from XUR, I believe, of the legendary variant. So those items will pretty much consist of what XUR can normally sell. And then looking more broadly at XUR's actual inventory, firstly we have multivarious strange offers, and this will either refer to the randomly rolled inventory that XUR can sell, or specific additional offers on top of the core inventory every week. And either way, we can see that it does contain a whole bunch of exotic catalysts. So as expected, these aren't going to be brand new catalysts, but they include ones that have come as random drops or quest rewards throughout the years. However, they won't necessarily be cheap, and the catalysts will cost 71 strange coins, but it is going to be a useful way if you're missing any of them, of actually earning the items. Other things that XUR can sell though, interestingly, in the strange offers does contain things like upgrade modules and raid banners. Those will cost 11 strange coins, and then there are a handful of different engrams, so you can buy legendary engrams for 13 strange coins, and slightly more expensive, but there is a listing for Vanguard engrams, which of course contain random legendary Vanguard weapons and armor pieces. It's the same for Crucible engrams as well as Gambit, and we can see also there are listings for Gunsmith engrams there as well. So it's going to be a useful way if you're trying to target specific things of getting an additional chance. Another pretty expensive item that XUR will sell, according to the database at least, will be Nightfall Ciphers. So not something I expected to see. These items can however be used to earn Nightfall weapons, but the cost will be as high as 97 strange coins. That definitely makes sense though, given that otherwise these are sort of end game drops. Additionally, we can see all of XUR's exotic inventory, so armor in particular. As far as we can tell, these consist of the same exotic armor pieces that XUR's been able to sell for some time, but they will be available for 41 strange coins. And interestingly, Bungie have added the free exotic armor that they added a couple of seasons ago that was supposed to be the Eververse set, but they decided to make it a gameplay set, and that's the Hinterland set for Hunters, the Biosphere set for Titans, and the Ossuary set for Warlocks. And those armor pieces will be available for 79 strange coins each. But according to this inventory, XUR will also have a section called Strange Material Offers, which again is focused on sort of upgrade currencies. And the costings are different for each of the currencies, so I would imagine they will possibly appear in different bundle sizes. But there's also an engram that can be purchased called a Strange Gift. This is listed as only costing 1 strange coin. We can't actually see what that engram could potentially contain, but it's another element to be aware of. And then under the Strange Gear Offers section, this will be where XUR has exotic weapons. Again, they are the same exotics that XUR has been able to sell for some time, but Hawkmoon has been added into that inventory as well, and exotic weapons will cost 23 strange coins. But this section also contains all of XUR's legendary weapons, which are now listed at a cost of 17 strange coins, and I'm guessing from this pool, we'll still see a random selection on a weekly basis as we have done for a while. And then there are the legendary armor pieces that XUR rotates right now as well, also listed as costing 17 strange coins. And so it's safe to say XUR has definitely seen a relatively significant rework. It isn't like he's going to be selling all of the brand new stuff in the game, but the addition of older exotic catalysts, which can be a bit awkward to acquire, is certainly going to be useful for a lot of players. And if you're a newer player who still needs legendary and exotic gear that XUR can sell, obviously he retains that functionality, but the vendor will also be a little bit more useful for current players for the sort of currency exchange, upgrade material components, the various playlist engrams, Nightfall ciphers and things like that. So XUR will 100% have a lot more utility now for more different types of players in the game. So pretty solid update, and I wanted to round that up before XUR returns. Of course, give you a heads up on where we can actually get the strange coins. And otherwise, XUR should be returning this week at the daily reset on Friday, at the same time, of course, as the raid drops. So I'll be looking out for that stuff before we get into any raid content. So keep it locked and loaded here on the channel. Let us know your thoughts on XUR's upgrades right there. If you found the video useful though, a rating really does help us out, and also be sure to get subscribed so I can keep you posted with more Destiny content. And for today, I appreciate you tuning in, and we'll catch you guys very soon.